Friends, put your hands together to welcome on stage Quizmaster Big Brain.
Hello and a warm welcome to each and every one of you. You're with me, Big Brain, here today on Know It All, the World Teachers Quiz 2020. An initiative that is collaboratively brought together by TeacherTribe.world and TCS Ion. The effort, of course, is a simple one to make the dream and vision of one simple teacher a reality. A passionate teacher, educator, an institution builder who served the education space for more than 3 decades, Mrs. Rama Ranganathan, once dreamt of why teachers do not have the same events that students do, and thus was born the idea of an inter-school teachers quiz. Today, we are only humbled by the amazing participation of close to 12,000 teachers from across the world as technology helps us take this dream across countries and across the world. But for now, we are with 4 fantastic qualifiers into this semi-final, and we are looking to identify our final finalist in the world final. We've got 3 of them, and you would have possibly seen them in 3 contrasting styles of semi-finals. Vijay Krishna Rajagopal, a principal from Bangalore, winning the first one, and doing that in dramatic style towards the end, perhaps like a Dhoni would finish a T20 match. And then came the steady, calm and sturdy Dhanush Reddy, who played like a Chris Gale and then had to wait it off in a tiebreaker to win the second semi-final. In the third semi-final, we had perseverance really crossing over experience as Deepta Vivekananda got the better of a former mastermind India champion in Daitya Datta, a great quizzer and ambassador of education. She was a mastermind champion in the past, and this young lady from Chandigarh got the better of the seasoned quizzer to get into the world final. We've got 4 amazing contestants lined up here, as we've had people signing in from Oman. We have someone signing in today from the United States as well for our semi-final. But they've all reached here after grueling quarterfinals that they went through with my young colleague, a teacher herself and now a quiz host, is Rashmi Furtado. She's an alumnus of NITK Surathkal, and she was a lecturer there before deciding to become a knowledge show host, and of course, the co-founder and senior editor of the TeacherTribe.world. She's been extremely passionate about knowledge, children, content, storytelling, and here she is, of course, one of Asia's only women quiz hosts, and a prolific one over the last couple of years at that. But ladies and gentlemen, to introduce us to our semi-finalists, let me first welcome my co-host here today, Miss Rashmi Furtado, as she joins us from Mulki, a lovely, beautiful town close to where she passed out of her college, which is Surathkal, on the western coastline of India. All yours, and welcome to you, Rashmi Furtado.
Thank you, Big Brain. Well, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the first edition of the World Teachers Quiz Know It All by TeacherTribe.world. TeacherTribe.world has just one simple objective, and that is to celebrate the teacher. And what better way to do it other than having such engaging activities for them? These semi-finalists here today have gone through many rounds of quizzing to reach this stage. Like Big Brain mentioned, we have already identified our first 3 national finalists, and now we are going to identify the final national finalists of this quiz. Let me quickly introduce our semi-finalists to you. First up, we have Ms. Kaveri Chakrabarti from Sanchez Elementary School, United States of America. There she is. Following her, we have Ms. Malika Khalid from Srimati C.B. Adarsh Vidya Mandir Junior College, Nagpur. Next up, we have Ms. Shweta Yadav from Queens Valley School, New Delhi. And completing our lineup, we have Sarabjit Singh from Sri Venkateshwara International School, Delhi. All right. All the best to all of you. I hope you do really well. The next round of quizzing will be taken over by PicBrain. Over to you, PicBrain.
Thank you, Rashmi. Thanks for the introduction to our 4 finalists here today in the 4th semi-final. I'm going to start with the first round and we'll get Rashmi back to do a couple of rounds and then I will come back to finish off this semi-final. A quick word on the rules before we get going. We're going to have 20 questions common to the 4 of you, all on the buzzer. So it's absolutely fair. The questions are common to all of you. However, we're going to allow you to take the decision on how you want to play each question. When the question appears on your screen and you buzz, the normal default value of an answer would be 50 points. However, if you think you know it all on what I'm asking you, you can double the value of your answer by saying, I want to double it and I want to play at 100. You will take that decision and you will take that decision before you start answering. If you start answering without making the choice of 100, it means you are playing at a 50. So the discretion is entirely yours whether you want to double the score or play at the default value of 50. The caveat, you play at a 50, you get it right, you get 50. You get it wrong, you get a minus 50. You choose to play at 100, you get it right, you get a plus 100. You get it wrong, you get a minus 100. So, high risk, high reward, the decision is yours. If we are ready, all the 4 of us, if we are good to get started with the first frontier of our battle here today, time to go on with what we call Around the World. Here it comes. All right, the first frontier of our battle, I will identify whoever is first on the buzzer. You can then unmute yourself and give me your answer. But before you give me the answer, you will tell me if you're playing at 50 or 100. On your buzzers, on your screens. Question number 1 to kickstart the final semi-final. Here it comes. The first one, identify this flower. It certainly is a huge one. How does the world know this gigantic flower? Some would say gigantic. Sarabjit Singh from Delhi is on the buzzer. Is he going to play a 50 or is he going to play a double? On your mic, Sarabjit. If you can unmute, yes. What's your choice?
This is autumn leaves and this is native to Europe.
Well, he's not playing 100 for starters and he gets himself a minus 50. Here's the second question on your screens as he gets a minus 50. These are people from Finland. And these are people who appear in Finland with green dresses. If you see them, Malika ma'am has gone for it on the buzzer. What would you do when you see such people or what are they for? If you could unmute your mic, ma'am. The college lecturer from Nagpur, India. Yes, ma'am. 100 or 50?
100.
100. Go ahead.
Helsinki helpers
What are they meant to be?
to help the, I guess, in the stadium, they are there to help.
These are called the Helsinki helpers.
That is my answer.
And they are there to help people. She gets 100. Helsinki helpers is what they are called. And they are there to spread happiness to anybody who comes there either to watch sport or to watch the country. Beautifully played. The professor from Nagpur will get 100. As we go to the next question on your screens, here it comes. ZG was a creation by Whirlpool. They were actually requested to create this by an unusual organization. They went ahead and manufactured this. ZG is actually a form of kitchen. What was special about this kitchen, or who asked them to create this rather unique kitchen? Called ZG Kitchens. Probing questions in the semi-final. A very unlikely organization was looking to build a kitchen. Whirlpool was the company that was approached. And the name of the kitchen is ZG Kitchens. Where would you find these kitchens? Sarabjit is giving it a shot. Will he play 100 or is he going to stick to 50? Yes, Sarabjit.
I want to stick to 50. I'm not sure. I think it's NASA.
It's NASA. Okay, why do you say NASA? What is Zero G Kitchen?
Uh,
I'm just,
Actually,
you're playing at a 50, fair enough, yeah?
I think that is Neil Armstrong, and that is a zero gravity kitchen or something like that.
Oh, Zero Gravity Kitchen. So this is for people who go into outer space. And
Yes,
NASA was your answer. He's got that absolutely right. So he'll get back to zero, negating the 50. Beautiful answer by him. We never think that people who go into space also require a kitchen. And you had to create a zero gravity kitchen, which Whirlpool created for NASA. Beautiful answer, 50 to him. Request you to mute your mic till you hit the buzzer next. As we go to the final question in this round on your screen. Now, what is special about this Rolex that you see on the center court of Wimbledon? It's a Rolex that's unique and found at the center court of Wimbledon. Sarabjit again on the buzzer. What's he going to play this time?
Rolex usually they make normal analog watches, and this is the first digital watch.
Oh, he's still playing at 50. He's not played 100. He says Rolex only makes analogs. And this is a unique digital of Rolex that you would find at Wimbledon. Well, ladies and gentlemen, the only ever digital clock created by Rolex is at the center court of Wimbledon. Absolutely right, Saurabhji, the unique Rolex that you would get to find because Wimbledon could not accommodate analog. Rolex went with Wimbledon and created a digital only for the center court of Wimbledon. 50 to you, and that takes you to a plus 50 in this quiz. And very early days at the end of the first frontier of our battle here today. The scores are looking rather interesting. Malika is on 100, and she's played that 100 by playing the bonus card well. Saurabjit has got 2 questions right, but he's not playing the power card of Know It All. So he's playing it carefully, but he's got 2 good answers to get himself to 50. Kaberi from the United States of America and Shweta, who I think is joining us from Delhi, are 2 of them who are yet to score, and I'm sure they're going to do that as we progress to the second frontier of our battle here today, where we are going to take you on a journey back in time, which we call the vintage world. Here it comes. All right. Contrasting the name of the rounds to take you through back in time, we've got perhaps one of India's and the world's youngest of quiz hosts. So it's contra time to the theme of the round and our host as I bring back young Rashmi Furtado to take you through with the next couple of rounds while I will join you back. But let's see how this quiz progresses from here. Over to you, Rashmi.
Thank you, Big Brain. Well, you know where all of our contestants stand. Now we move on to the second round, Vintage World. And like Big Brain explained, it's all going to be about going down the memory lane. So you would have questions probably based on different structures, probably contribution of people like maybe books, literature, entertainment. It can be anything. But remember, we said down the memory lane. All right, the scoring pattern remains the same, and so do the buzzer rules. Let's go into the first question of this round on your screen now. What is this specifically used for? What you see here on your screen is used for a specific purpose. Something iconic? All right, no one going on the buzzer there. I did not give away too many clues. This is the chimney that is used in the Vatican, or rather in the Sistine Chapel, when a pope is elected, this is the chimney from where the smoke actually comes out when a pope is elected. That is why I said rather something iconic that happens in this world. All right, moving on to question number 2 on your screen now. What product loved by... All right, not allowing me to complete my question. Malika ma'am on the buzzer, please go ahead. 100 or 50, ma'am?
100.
100, she says. All right, go on.
Toblerone chocolates. Toblerone.
Okay, and what is this?
The machine to mold it. The Toblerone, because of the shape.
All right, she identifies the shape and she says this machine is used to make the Toblerone chocolates plus 100. She's absolutely right. If you look at the shape very carefully, you'll be able to figure out that this is the machine that is used to make the Toblerone chocolates. One of my favorites too. All right, moving on to question number 3 of this round. Here we go. This famous structure is called Genbaku Dome. In which city is it located? Miss Kaberi, the first one to go on the buzzer. Yes, ma'am. 100 or 50?
For 100 points,
100 points.
Hiroshima.
100 points, go on.
Hiroshima.
You're absolutely right. Hiroshima, the answer I was looking for. You're absolutely right. Plus 100 to you. It's a remnant of one of the buildings or remnant after the first explosion that happened in Hiroshima. Absolutely right. Hiroshima and plus 100 on that. Moving on, the last question of this round. Question number 4 on your screen now. What were these in the world of construction? It's an architectural element. If you focus your attention on the top columns, all right, Sarabjit is on the buzzer. Yes, sir, 100 or 50? Sarabjit, you need to unmute yourself. Yes, 100 or 50?
It's Ixer village. It's for 100. It's for 100. It's Ixer village.
Could you repeat your answer? You said for 100. I got that. What was your answer?
It's for it's Ixer village. I think this is in Iran.
Okay, all right. I think he did not get the drift of the question correctly. I did not ask the location or the name of these structures.
The name of this structure is this is actually a village, okay, which is located in Iran, and it is a Ixer village.
What I need to know, sir, is what are these structural elements used for? Not the name of this village or where it is located. It's a specific structural element in the world of construction. Why is it created? What is it used for?
These are pillars, and they are known for the.
All right.
Just a minute. These are pillars. I think these are some kind of reservoirs for water.
All right. He did not get that right. Unfortunately, that is a negative. Did you say a plus 50 or 100, Sarabji?
I said 100.
You said 100. All right. Unfortunately, he took the risk, but he got that wrong. A minus 100 on that. I think Malika ma'am wanted to give it a shot. No points, but you can try.
Perhaps the water reservoirs, what Sarabjit said, and the evaporation process, it cools down, I guess. The
All right.
cooling.
The water reservoir part was not correct, but the cooling part that you said, that is what I was looking for. These columns are actually used for ventilation, natural ventilation and for cooling in buildings. So these were architectural elements used for ventilation and cooling. May I request Kaveri ma'am and Sarabjit sir to please mute yourselves? Yes, thank you so much. Moving on to the next round of our quiz, World of People. Here it comes. As the name suggests, this is all about people, their contributions, and probably whatever else they are linked with. Let's go to the question. Images again, all visuals for all of you. Corresponding questions is what I will have. Scoring pattern and buzzer rules remain the same. Question number 1 on your screen now. Identify a world leader from this room. All right, Malika ma'am, first one on the buzzer. Go ahead, ma'am. 100 or 50?
100.
100. Go ahead, ma'am.
Mahatma Gandhi, something to do with Mahatma Gandhi.
Oh, she gets that wrong. Minus 100, ma'am. The answer I was looking for, Nelson Mandela, the 27 years of solitary confinement that he had. This is the room where he was kept in. The answer, Nelson Mandela. Unfortunately, she gets that wrong and gets a negative. Moving on to the second question on your screen now. Which rejected artist is believed to have drawn this? I said rejected artist and believed to have drawn this. Yes, Malika ma'am. 100 or 50?
100.
100. She's very aggressive on the buzzer. Go ahead, ma'am.
Hitler.
Hitler was a rejected artist. Plus 100, you're absolutely right. Adolf Hitler, the answer I was looking for, and she gets 100 on that. She's relieved that she's got another plus 100 and not a negative again. Good job, ma'am. Moving on to the next question, the third question of this round, on your screens now. Who is this after whom a great prize is named? Miss Shweta going on the buzzer. Ma'am, 100 or 50?
50.
50, she plays on the base value. Go ahead, ma'am.
Alfred Nobel.
Alfred Nobel, she says, well, yes, he's also a person after whom a great prize is named, but the answer I was looking for here was Joseph Pulitzer for the Pulitzer Prize. She gets a minus 50 on this. Well, last question of this round remaining. The question on your screen now. Identify both these boys. Think in the world of entertainment. I think that's a very good clue. Mrs. Sarabjit has got it right. I think the entertainment as a clue has helped it. So 100 or 50?
It's for 100.
100, all right, go ahead.
This is Laurie and Hardy, comedy duo.
Laurel and Hardy, plus 100. He caught on to the entertainment part as a clue. Plus 100 to you, are absolutely right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, let me quickly tell you the scores at the end of this round. On a 200 is Miss Malika, and she's leading the quiz as of now. On 100 is Kaveri ma'am, very close to Miss Malika. It doesn't take too long to get a plus 100 again. Mrs. Sarabjit gaining and losing, and he's back on 50. Ms. Shweta taking a minus 50 on the previous question there. But many more rounds of quizzing remaining. So let's see what happens. Big Brain will be back on the other side of this break to take this quiz forward. Over to you, Big Brain.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. You're with me, Big Brain, and my colleague Rashmi, as you are watching the fourth semi-final of Know It All. the World Teachers Quiz 2020, brought to you in collaboration between TeacherTribe.world and TCS Ion. This battle is, well, quite unpredictable, if I should call it that, with 2 rounds to go. We've got Malika in the lead. She's on 200, but the quiz is really stacked up where anyone can still win. Shweta is really good on the buzzer. She's shown that to us in the quarterfinals. She can bounce back from where she is. Sarabjit is gaining and losing, and he's playing it at the 50s. So if he can get 1 or 2 hundreds into his kitty, he's good to play. Kaveri plays at 100s and can be quite a handful if she gets going on the buzzer. But Malika is the one who's currently in the lead and looking solid today as we are moving into the penultimate frontier of our game with a lovely round, my personal favorite perhaps, something that all of us used to play in school and college. Unfortunately, these days it's kind of evaporated from the youngsters' minds, but we'll try and bring that back to the schools across the world pretty soon. For now, it's what we call, What's the Good Word? Here it comes. Well, we've made the L in the world as silent with the grey, and we look at the word in the world. So the way we're going to play this game is I'm going to give you a sort of a clue, and with the clue, you will get a few boxes. The number of boxes will indicate the number of letters in the answer. For example, if the answer is the word world, you will have 5 boxes appearing on your screen. And the answer, of course, is just one word. 100 if you get it on the know-it-all that you would choose to play, else the value is 50. 4 questions on this round of What's the Good Word? If you're ready, hands on the buzzer. The first one coming up on your screen now. A nephoscope can measure my speed and direction. What am I? I have also become extremely popular as a term in the world of technology. Shweta is giving it a shot. Something that's always been with us from nature. Yes, 100 or 50? Mic on, Shweta. Yes?
50. I'll play on T.
Yes,
Okay.
go on.
So it is cloud.
A cloud. The speed at which a cloud moves, the direction in which a cloud moves is measured by a nephoscope. Perfect 50. Oh, beautifully played. She'll get a 50. And she's choosing to claw her way back 150 at a time. So she's back to where she started this quiz. But she can be a handful as we go to the next one. On your screens, now. Our country name is Latin for silver. Kaveri off in a flash. You'll have to switch on your mic and you got to tell us at what value you want to play, Kaveri. Yes, Kaveri?
For 100, Argentina.
Perfectly correct. For 100, Argentina gets its name from argentum, which means silver. Perfectly correct. To the young teacher from the United States of America, she's not giving up in this battle. She's on 200, Malika on 200, and the others will catch up as well. As we go to the next one, on screen, here it comes. The Lipnitz Mountains are found here. Where would I be if I am a Lipnitz mountain? Shweta on the buzzer from Delhi. 4 letters for an answer, 100 or 50?
Okay, 50.
50, all
And the
right.
answer is moon.
Oh, why would you keep playing at 50s when you're playing so well, Shweta? Perfectly correct. Perfectly correct. If you had played both these at 100, your position in this quiz would be very different, but she's on plus 50. Malika is on 200. Kaveri is on 200 as we go to the final one in this round. As the battle's getting tighter and tighter, the final question in this round on your screen now. This invention is named after the French words velvet and hook. We use it so often as an item.
100.
Velvet and hook. One word. Yes, Shweta.
100. 100.
Oh, she's
100.
mustering the courage now. Yes.
Okay, it is Velcro.
Velcro is velvet and a hook. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Oh, she's happy, isn't she? We're all like children when we get an answer right. The expression is so natural. Absolutely perfect. 100 to you. She's really, really clawing her way back into this quiz. One round remaining, and we've got a phenomenal situation here as we go straight into the scores before we go into the next round. On your screens, here's the scorecard. Sabarjeet on 50 has a very good chance. What he's going to actually tell himself is, I need one answer at 100, and then I'm in striking distance with everybody. The rest of the three, well, it's as good as anybody's guess, and my money is in my pocket. Shweta on 150, playing well and really peaking at the right moment. Kaberi on 200, plays big and plays at 100s, so she could really take it off with 200s. Malika has been superb in the early part of the quiz, and she's kept quiet for 2 rounds now. So she'll have to get herself back in the final frontier. 1 out of the 4 will go into the world final of this quiz. As we move into the final frontier of our game, it's a tribute to all these great educators with a round called the World of Education. Here it comes. The final frontier of our game is a tribute to educational institutions, educators, teachers, and some great mentors the world has seen. The rules of the game remain the same. 50 and 100. 100 is your choice. We start with the first one on your screen now. This is a phenomenal educator, a great thinker, great... Oh, Sarabjit is taking a chance on that. Not an easy question, but will he play a 50 or a 100? Yes, Sarabjit, what do you want to play? Your mic is off.
Rudolf
Yep.
Steiner. It's
Sorry?
50, Rudolf Steiner.
Steiner for a 50. He's got that absolutely right. Oh, it's a high quality answer, Sarabjit. Steiner is a very good answer to get from a visual. Superb quizzing, Sarabjit. I just wish, well, it's a tough one to actually expect him to play 100 because these visuals of great educators can be tough, and this genuinely was a tough one. But a good 50 to get Sarabjit as he waits out for the next one. On your screens now. Identify this iconic educational institution from its badge. Shweta is giving it a shot. World famous institution. Everyone aspires to study here one day. Go ahead, Shweta. 50 or 100?
I'll play for a 50.
Go on for a 50.
I'm sorry. Oxford.
Oxford for a 50. Minus 50 to you. The answer that I was looking for is Wharton. That is the emblem of Wharton, and you get a minus 50 on that. The game's getting tight. Shweta is on 100, Sarabjit is on 100, Kaberi remains on 200, Malika is on 200. 2 questions to go. The penultimate one could make all the difference to the pressure equation. On your screens, here it comes. You got a triangle on your screen, and Malika has gone for it in a flash. Your mic on.
Maslow,
Yes.
100. Maslow's ladder of hierarchy of needs.
And for 100, you're playing Maslow's
Needs.
hierarchy. 100 to you. Oh, extremely well played is the professor from Nagpur. She's got 100, and she's put the pressure back on Kaberi. Just in the nick of time, she said 100 like a child would from a school. And she is granted that in absolute innocence. As we go to the final question, Kaberi will have to get it right, and get it right at 100 to put the pressure back to tie this quiz. Unless, well, there's really no other scope. Only Kaberi can get 100 and put the pressure on. So we'll see if Kaberi is going to do that. The final question on your screen. An iconic teacher. Who is this? Is anyone going to go for it? An iconic lady, an inspiration. Oh boy, Malika has gone for it herself. What's she going to play on this? Yes, Malika.
Helen Keller.
She's playing without a score, which means she's going to play it at a 50. She's taking a very different answer. She says this would be Helen Keller. The lecturer from Nagpur is into the world final. And she gets it absolutely right. Oh, look at the joy on her face. Look at that emotion in a senior teacher coming in from Nagpur. Congratulations to you, ma'am. You're in the top 4 of the world with that superb answer of Helen Keller. What a moment in this quiz. But ladies and gentlemen, let's not forget a brilliant battle right from the first round till today by Kaveri Chakraborty from the United States of America. She's been an outstanding contestant in this quiz. Kaveri, congratulations to you on that superb performance of yours. Oh, she deserves that applause. That's nice of you, Shweta. I think all of us should put our hands together for Kaveri. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we really need to appreciate the effort and initiative of Kaveri. We've been probably waking her up at odd hours to take part in this quiz. It must be 7 in the morning or 6:30 in the morning that she's up. But her enthusiasm and willingness to be part of this is something that we adore and salute as an educator. Truly appreciate your performance. Sarabjit will keep looking back at this quiz and saying, man, I gave a lot of answers, but I should have played it at a higher value, as would Shweta. 2 outstanding contestants, both finishing with 100 apiece, while Kaveri finishes this quiz with 200, but nailing it on the final one with an outstanding answer with 350 in her kitty, moving into the world final with a remarkable performance is Malika Kaleem from Nagpur, the college lecturer who had to rush back home after college today to log in despite all the difficulties. She's in the final 4 of this world final. Truly, truly appreciate your performance. What a final we witnessed here today, as the graphic there shows you, with 350 Malika nailing this quiz on the final 2 questions. Our professor from Nagpur, Kaveri Chakraborty from the United States of America, playing superbly well right through this journey. But she was perhaps 1 question too short today, as she just got to a 200, and that was certainly below par for her capability, not her, well, day. We quite don't know whether it's morning or evening for these contestants because we're playing across the globe. Shweta finishing with 100, Sarabjit finishing with 100. Both would like to feel and believe they could have done more. Sarabjit certainly, if he had played his 50s at a double value. But at the end of the day, it is Malika Kaleem who will move into the big final to join Deeptha Vivekanand from Chandigarh. Also joining will be Dhanush Reddy from Kodad and Vijay Krishna Rajagopal, the principal from Bengaluru. So 2 gentlemen and 2 ladies will face off in the world final of Know It All, the World Teachers Quiz 2020. But all of that will be coming to you soon. You stay tuned and keep watching when that big final is going to unfold in front of you. But for the moment, after this amazing series of semi-finals, it's me, Pig Brain, and my young colleague Rashmi Furtado signing off, wishing you to stay well and stay tuned as we will bring you the big final of this quiz. Till then, thank you for tuning in. Goodbye.